Miss Shiloh is enjoying this spring day. She's loving it, a little bit warm in the sunshine. We've already found 2 ticks on her. It is the end of March going into April. That means the ticks are going to be coming out in force. So, that's what we're going to be talking about now. This weekend venture is actually going to be an itchy venture.
Come on, let's go.
Good girl.
Is there anything worse than ticks or poison ivy? Itchy. Well, I'm inside right now because I want to go over some of this stuff with you. Let's just start with the poison ivy because it is going to be coming into season soon. There's poison ivy, there's poison oak, and there's poison sumac. Always remember this. Leaves of 3, leave it be. If you are out taking a hike and you see a plant with 3 leaves on it, get as far away from it as you possibly can. Do not rub up against it unless you have long pants, but even if you have long pants, you don't want to do that. So basically, poison ivy, it has 3 broad tear-shaped leaves, which I'm going to show you right here. And then it can be a climbing vine. You can see it, but a lot of people confuse Boston ivy, which has 5 leaves, with poison ivy, which has 3 leaves. So you have to look for those 3 leaves, all right? It can grow up or it can be a shrub. And when I used to work as a park ranger for the Dallas County Conservation Department up in Iowa, around the campgrounds and a lot of the sites, just kind of in the shade, just on the edges of it, and I've seen it at other campsites, you will see these small little plants. They're only about 1.5 feet around this time of year, possibly, maybe a little smaller, maybe a little bigger. They're kind of a light green, and they'll get bigger and bigger as the season goes on. So if you're looking for this stuff later on, that's poison ivy if it has 3 leaves. And I can show you this picture again. That's it. Okay, so you want to watch for that. Now, poison oak, it resembles oak leaves. And here's a picture of that. It has 3 or more leaflets that are lobed or deeply toothed with rounded edges. It can grow as a vine or as a shrub too. It's mainly in the western United States, so you really aren't going to see it in the Midwest, which is where we're at, as much. A lot of people tend to confuse it. They always say, oh, that's poison oak, and it's actually poison ivy. So either one of them, poison oak has leaves that look like oak, whereas poison ivy is is kind of a ragged edge to it. Then poison sumac is in the southern and eastern United States, which we're considered southern, even though we're Missouri, but we are considered southern. We're in the Ozarks. Poison sumac has 7 to 13 smooth pointed leaflets. It almost looks like a palm leaf, okay? And it grows in wooded, moist areas, primarily, it says, in the southern eastern. It's less common than poison ivy or oak because it prefers the wet forested environments. And lately we've had a drought in Missouri, so I don't know how it's going to be this year. But if you're in a wet area, you might run into poison sumac. The thing is, it causes the rash if you touch it directly because you get this oil on there, all right? You can also get it because it's an oil, or it's like this stuff that comes off of it. You can get contact with other things like clothing, tools. If your pets run through the bush and then come back and you're petting them, you can get poison ivy because they could have it all over them, all right? You can also, people don't understand this, that burning it is not a good idea because if you burn poison ivy, you can inhale it, and that can also cause this rash. So even a tiny amount of it, smaller than a grain of salt, can cause a rash in 80 to 90% of people. Believe that? Yes, I'm one of those that I walk within 3 feet of it and I get it. It will appear within 24 to 72 hours after exposure. It's not contagious, all right? So don't believe that you see those little blisters that if you rub it, that you're going to spread it on somebody or it's going to spread the rest of you. It's not. Wherever that irritated that oil was at, that's where you're going to see it. The symptoms are red, swollen skin, itching and irritation. Blisters may crust and flake off after several days. And the severity varies by individual and exposure level. But the biggest thing is prevention. When it comes to poison ivy, poison oak, or sumac, you need to learn to identify these plants. You need to wear protective clothing such as gloves, long sleeves, pants, and eye protection if you are removing it. If you're taking hikes, just be sure and wear long pants, and wash your skin, the clothing, and the tools like immediately as soon as you get back from your hike. Wash. And Dawn helps remove oils. So if you have Dawn with you on a camping trip, that will help. Be cautious with pets because they can also carry that on their fur. So you might want to consider giving your animal a bath right away or wiping them down and stuff because you can get it from your pets. Just remember that. So there are over-the-counter topical treatments and lotions to reduce the itching, like Benadryl, calamine. I mean, I can remember being covered in calamine. There's also oral antihistamines for severe itching. Once again, Benadryl. You can also go to the doctor. If it is widespread or severe, involving the face, some of your other areas, you're going to want to go to the doctor, okay? But avoid scratching it at all costs. But the biggest thing is avoiding it. You can try to wash it off, but if you got it at the beginning of the hike and you took an hour-long hike, it may be too late. But just be sure and wash it as soon as you do take a hike or you think you've been exposed to it. If you're setting up and you back up into it or something, your pants will have them on it. Take your pants off very, very carefully. If you've got long pants on, long sleeve shirts, take them off carefully so that you don't get it in your eyes if you have been exposed to it. And like I said, wash them immediately or put them in a plastic bag if you're out camping so you can get back there and wash them then.
Well, as I was recording this, or editing these videos, I realized how long it was. So we're splitting it up. That was part 1. It was all about the plants, poison ivy. Next one, excuse me, it's all about ticks. So yeah, your head's gonna itch too. But we'll help you identify different types of ticks and how to avoid them, all that good stuff. So come back for part 2, and I will see you there. And remember, there are better days coming, and it's usually called the weekend. Come on, let's go.
Good girl.